Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. Understanding the basic concepts of algebra is a must, and having clarity about the coefficients, the like terms, unlike terms, all these basic things enable you to avoid the silly mistakes when you do higher algebra. So I thought I should come up with an explanatory video in which I should tell you how to write expressions. That means when a sentence is given to you, how to convert that in the form of an expression containing variables and constants, and then how to write an expression in terms of a statement, identifying the coefficients of various terms, identifying the like terms and unlike terms. This is the intention of the video. So if you are beginning to learn algebra, the video is going to be really beneficial for you to avoid silly mistakes in future. Let's take some of the questions, very basic ones. So algebraic expression, whenever we talk about algebraic expression contains terms, and terms are always separated by a plus or a minus sign. More often than not, students get confused that A, B, C are three terms. No, they are not three terms. It is just a single term because there is no plus or minus sign between A, B and C. So if there is no sign, it contains product, and whenever there is product between variables, it is just a single term. Now this is something really important, which everybody should understand. Now when he is talking about difference, that means we will have a negative sign, and whenever you have the word sum or difference, then the expression which will result will contain more than one term. So here, since there is difference of something, we will have more than one terms. And then what is the difference between the first thing is square of C and then square of D. So square of C and the square of D, and you are finding the difference between them. Difference means minus. So the algebraic expression which represents this statement is C square minus D square. So now you already know how many terms this expression contains. It contains two terms because we have a C square and a D square, and they are separated by a negative sign. That's very important to note here, that the number of terms contained in an algebraic expression, you should be very clear about how many terms are there in an expression. Likewise, if you are given an expression like this, xy upon 3 minus x square, and you are asked to write the statement. Now writing the expression from the statement is comparatively easier, and writing the statement from the expression is little bit on the difficult side. So how do you write this? Although every student will write it in a different manner, but the meaning should not change. So the statement which you write should denote or represent this algebraic expression xy upon 3 minus x square. You cannot make a change which represents something different. So xy upon 3 minus x square. If you write xy upon 3 first, how do you write that? We can write it as divide the product of x and y, divide the product of x and y by 3. This is xy by 3. Divide the product of x and y by 3. And what are we doing after that? We are subtracting the square of x from that. Subtracting the square of x from that. You can continue it here itself, and subtract the square of x from it. A perfect statement which represents xy upon 3 minus x square. Divide the product of x and y by 3 and subtract the square of x from it. Now if you want to write it in a different manner, yes, you can do it. You can start with this: subtract the square of x from the quotient of the product of x and y and 3. Yes, that also works, but I think this works better because you are writing the first statement from the first expression and second part of the statement from the second term of the expression. So you can do it in many ways. This is not unique representation. Everybody will do it in a different manner. They'll use different words, but the meaning should lead you to the same expression. Friends, whatever concepts I'm telling you here, we have detailed worksheets for those concepts, and those are all available on our Learning Loop app. This is the logo of the app. You can download it from the Google Play Store. The link is given here in the description box below. You are going to find very nominal costing, validity based ebooks in the form of worksheets for class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, science class notes for 9, 10, 10th. We have the reasoning course, we have the video courses, and then we have the ebook of short tricks, lots and lots of stuff, test series also, and you can watch some free videos also on the Learning Loop app. So download it now from the Google Play Store, and I'm sure this is going to benefit you a great deal. Let's continue the basic algebra. Here we have a question in which we are asked to categorize this expression as either a binomial or a monomial or a trinomial. As the name suggests, a monomial is an expression which contains a single term. A binomial contains 2 terms and a trinomial contains 3 terms. Beyond 3 terms, there is a common name given to the expressions, which is a polynomial. So what is a monomial? It should contain only 1 term. That means there should not be 2 parts of the expression separated by a plus or a minus sign. Likewise, if it is a binomial, there will be 2 parts separated by a plus or a minus sign. If there are 3, then it is a trinomial. Here you can see the part p square q square. This does not contain plus or minus, so this is a single term. And likewise the second part 7pq. This does not contain plus or minus sign, so this is also a single term. But this and this part are separated by a plus sign, and therefore this contains 2 terms, and whenever a polynomial contains 2 terms, it is a binomial. By the prefix is given to the expression which contain 2 terms. So it's a binomial. So identifying whether it is a monomial, binomial or trinomial also helps in basic algebra. Likewise, here we have a question where you have the concept of like terms and unlike terms. If you see this x square y, this is a single term. I'm just underlining the terms 7xyz or z, then 4xy, then 2x, then 7x square y, negative 9xy, xyz, 3x, and minus 4x square y. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 terms here, and we need to identify the like pair of terms. That means like terms. Like terms are the terms which contain the same variable part. The numeral, that means the number preceding the variable, can be different, just like 3x and 7x. They both contain x, so they are like terms. So whatever is the variable part, it should be exactly same. Now if you consider this, here we have x square y. I'll put an arrow here. Can you find out where else we have x square y? Here we don't have x square, no x square, no x square. Here we have x square and y. See, so these 2 terms are exactly like terms because they contain the same variable part, although the coefficient here is 1 and the coefficient here is 7. Likewise here also x square y. So all the 3 terms arrow marked there are like terms because they contain x square y as the common variable part. Likewise, let's have another pair. If you see the zigzag line here, this 7xyz. So xyz is the variable part, and where else you find xyz? Here it is. So these 2 are like terms. And now you can go on and on. So if you see double line here, 4xy and then minus 9xy, they are like terms. And finally we have the double arrow here, 2x, and the double arrow here, 3x. So there are 4 pairs of terms which are called like terms. Likewise, if I say 3x and minus 4x square y, they are unlike terms because they contain different variable part. Here you have x and here you have x square y. So identification of like terms and unlike terms forms the basis of how you add, subtract, multiply and divide the polynomials or the algebraic expressions. Remember, if you have like terms like this and the last one here, you can actually add and subtract them, because only the like terms can be added or subtracted. Unlike terms cannot be added or subtracted. So if I want to do 3x minus 4y, there is no way I can find a simplified answer to 3x minus 4y, because they are unlike terms, and that is why identification of like terms and unlike terms is very important. So friends, I hope you have understood everything. This forms the base for higher algebra topics. I shall be bringing out more videos in which you will learn higher concepts of algebra. Till then, you can share this video with your friends and subscribe the channel if you have not done till now. Do click the bell shaped icon for getting all the notifications of the future uploads, and whenever I come live, then you will not miss out on anything. Thanks for watching this video, friends, and all the best.